Okay, my beautiful friends, here we are. Actually, a very good day for many reasons. This is my post-market wrap-up on this Wednesday, January 8th, 2020. So, look, I almost don't know where to start, but I guess we'll start off with the basics here. So, another record day for the stock market. The NASDAQ did close at a new record high. Let me set the stage for you here, and I always give credit where credit's due, and I'm going to make a public apology here as well, so bear with me. Some of you are going to get offended by my apology, but I think it's warranted here. So, earlier today, we heard from the president. The president, in my view, 100% has done the right thing. A lot of people are saying he folded, he caved. Look, whatever you may think, we have avoided another conflict. Now, all the rhetoric that the president was putting out, I'm going to bomb 52 targets, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, it sounded very threatening, obviously, and I think it was meant to be that way. And I got upset about it. Between him and Pompeo at the time, warmongering. However, I want to apologize right here. I said the president was a war pig. After his talk today, I want to say, Mr. President, I apologize for saying you were a war pig. As for Pompeo, he's still a war pig and a pig on top of that. Look, here's the deal. Iran said if there are no strikes on them, they're done. They're not going to do anything else. And the president dialed back the rhetoric. Iran is dialing back the rhetoric. This is a good thing. This is a good thing, okay? So in my view, good for the president of the United States here. He deserves credit for not escalating this, all right? I think the potential here for this to get exceedingly, hideously ugly was there. And however it worked out, in my opinion, it worked out well. Now, let's talk a little further. The president did say he was going to put punishing sanctions on Iran. Look, we've tried this. They don't work. I'm not saying he should go out and drop some bombs. Obviously, I just told you I'm happy he avoided that. But sanctions don't work. He needs a new Middle East strategy. I think this is obvious, or at least it should be obvious to everyone. Dealing with the Middle East it's proven to be quite a challenge, not just for President Trump, but for every United States president. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for this, and we could go on and talk and speculate about all kinds of things. But this is the truth. This is the way it's worked out. So, obviously, we need to avoid a war. We need to avoid conflict. This is the coward's way out. When dialogue fails, war, bombings, death, pain on industrial scales ensues. Sanctions don't work. Something else needs to be done. That's all I am saying here. All right, now look, let's talk further. I do have some important announcements I want to elaborate on in just a little bit. A lot of people were flipping out today with regard to crude oil. Crude took a hit in a big way. But let's think, you and me. We've been together a while, right? Let's think. Since mid-October of last year, every single time crude has dipped, it's gone higher. In my opinion, regardless of what just happened here, and there seems to be a little peace for now in the Middle East, crude is going higher. So again, look, this is why you have to look back a little bit on history. What's history tell us? History tells us a lot of things if we just pay attention. Don't live in the here and now like an animal. Animals live in the now. You and I, we understand what has happened in the past, and we want to look forward to. You got to understand? So in my opinion, this dip here in crude, I'm not saying that it's not going to go lower. If it does, it's a buying opportunity to me, period. The trajectory for crude oil is higher. Stocks, the NASDAQ just hit a new record high. As a matter of fact, the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ were at intraday highs today. NASDAQ closed at an all-time record high. We're not done. We're not done. The market remains rigged. The market remains fake. And this is our strength, people. This is the driving force. Look, I explained to you time and time again. The valuations in this market are stupid. We are in super hyper bubble territory, but that does not mean that stocks are not going up in this environment. It's being run by the Fed. It's a debt-based market. The stock market is a derivative of the debt market. The debt market is being rigged to the highest freaking order that you could possibly imagine. Going to my little, that says markets down below. But that's where we are. So don't be shocked about what you're seeing. And again, this now, we're in the full-blown election cycle. You think that the president wants the market to fall here? That's another reason why he decided to restrain himself. Bravo to you, Mr. President. But understanding the environment we are in makes it simple to know what we need to do. Look, it could not be easier. Are we always going to be right? Always? Of course not. There's going to be a fraction, 10%, 5%, whatever it might be, that we're going to get it wrong. But if we just look back on history, we look at the current environment, and it's a big thing. This is a global picture that we have to take in, and we understand what's driving this. We know what to do, people. It's easy. It's so simple. We know where to put cash to work and even when to put cash to work. This is what this is all about. Look, I ramble on a lot about politics. Politics drive the market. This is why you have to pay attention to what's going on here, what comes out of the mouth of certain people, and why some of it's disturbing. Like I said, Pompeo, war pig. The president and him they were parroting the same thing. This is why I said he was a war pig. However, he has proven me wrong. I guess he's not a war pig, so that's why I apologized here at the beginning. A lot of people are saying to me, Greg, you don't know what you're talking about. He is a war pig. This is just what I don't know. All I am doing is looking at the guy from today's perspective. And he easily could have ordered an attack on those 52 targets he said he had lined up, but he didn't. He didn't do it. All right. Are we really going to know the damage assessment over there? No. Are we really going to know if there are any casualties on the Iranian side or the U.S. side? No, we're never going to know that. It'll be covered up. But again, this is also something that we've seen throughout history as well. This is not new to this guy or anyone else. Nothing is what it seems, and you know that. You know that, people, I think, more so than anybody else out here. So, towards the end of the day, stocks went up, crude got hit, metals got hit, cryptocurrencies got hit. Again, the game with regard to metals and crypto will remain the same. Price suppression. Price suppression. And also suppression of what else? Interest rates. We are going to see more of this, more buying of the debt market, more action in this repo operation, which is a complete and utter total scam to pin down the short end of the yield curve, to give the illusion of liquidity, to keep stocks moving higher. It's a charade. It's a lie. But again, that is our strength. We know what to do. Now, I want to make some important announcements here. I've spoken about doing a lot of things towards the end of last year, one of which was getting involved in kind of a live trading thing here on, for all of you for maybe an hour or two a day. This is proving to be very difficult for me. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it, but it's difficult for now, so I'm going to put that on the back burner for now. But I think my biggest announcement is this, and I did allude to this again last year. I am putting together, it's already in the works, pretty deeply, a fund, an investment fund, a managed investment fund manager right here, Gregory Mannarino, where I'm going to put people's cash to work in this market. I still need time on this. A lot of people have been asking me about it. This is not just something you can just do. You understand? There's a lot of hoops I got to walk through to get this to work. And I got a lot of thinking to do. But it is going to happen. Maybe a few months from now, I promise to keep you on top of this. This is going to be very simple, and it's going to be for anyone. I was initially going to set this up as like a hedge fund where there was minimum income requirements, which I think still should be a factor here, but it'll be a lot less than if I had started a hedge fund. So we're going to do a fund here, and it's going to be profitable for everyone. And just give me some time on it. All right, I'm working on it. I promise you, and I'm going to make it happen. It's just a matter of putting some things together here. All right. And there may come a time when we're going to need to hire a few people. So I'll keep some of you in mind that keep writing to me. Greg, if you need to hire someone, I'm there, boom, boom, boom. We'll get there. Let me set it up first. Okay, I think this is a big news. It's huge. And we're all going to do well. Second announcement, that was the big one. Number 2, these pre-market reports are taking its toll on me. That's the truth. Getting up really early like this is hard. I will not be doing a pre-market report. I will still do 2 reports a day. I'm going to do my first one about when the market opens, so just a little later. And then, of course, I'll do my post-market report. So my early report is no more. It's honestly proving to be very difficult for me. So I need to change that. So a couple of big announcements. As you know, let's summarize real quick. The game remains risk on, people. Stocks are going up, period. That's the trajectory here. The game with metals will continue to be played. Crude oil, this dip, it's going higher, in my opinion. Period, the end over there. But again, it makes it simple for us to know what we need to do. It just could not be easier. Don't bet against the market. That's all I have to say. Every effort you can imagine and things you can't even think of yet are still being done to prop it up. This breaks my heart too. I get messages from people, oh, Greg, I made a mistake. I went short the market. I lost X. I did this, and a whole bunch. Don't do it. Don't bet against it right now. It's a big mistake to short this market. If you're an intraday trader, there are opportunities here if you want to jump in and out, but you got to be very, very good at it. All right. I took up 2 positions today, both on the long end. I did not bet against this market. You can't do it. It's too hard. You can't do it. You wait. You watch the charts. You try to make sense of what's going on here, but just don't bet against the market. That's all I have to say now. When it's time to short, I'll let you know. We haven't gotten there yet. With regard to me, big announcements. Number 1, I am starting a fund for everyone. And I think it's going to be interesting and profitable for all of us. And number 2, instead of doing a pre-market report, I'm going to do a market report in the morning and a post-market report, okay? That's the way it's going to go. This guy loves you. I will see you in the morning, not pre-market. I'm out of here.